Hi everybody, this is Frontend News. I see you have a new t-shirt.
Yes, I finally got Frontend House t-shirt.
After 2 years here.
Not really 2 years, but yeah, over 1 year. But yeah, finally I got done.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Today we have some news for you. It is a cucumber season, just vacation and nothing happens, but still we have found something for you.
Yeah, we have 5 news for you and we're gonna highlight a few of them.
So what we're gonna start with?
So the first news will be Color.js.
The second one is Svelte 3.49.0.
The third news will be Prisma 4.0.0.
The next thing we are going to talk about is Vue 2.7 Naruto release.
And at the end, we're gonna jump to BAN version 0.1.0.
So let's start.
So the first news which we're gonna get a quick overview is the release of the new Color.js library. What is it exactly about? Basically it provides us the color API and we can do plenty of operations with colors using JavaScript. And now we're gonna highlight the most important things about it. First cool thing about Color.js is completely color space agnostic, which means that each color object just has a reference to a color space, a list of coordinates and optionally an alpha. It also supports a large variety of color spaces, including all color spaces from CSS Color 4, unofficial CSS Color HDR draft, and supports interpolation defined in CSS Color 4 as well. Another great thing in Color.js is that it doesn't skimp on color science. It means that when converting between color spaces with different white points, it does actual gamut mapping instead of native clipping and actual chromatic adaptation. What is more, the Color.js provides multiple delta E methods for calculating color difference, like 2000 CMC, 76 JZ, etc. and is written to be very modular and ESM first. It also provides a tree-shakeable API as well. If you want to get more info about Color.js, please visit the official Color.js website to read more about it.
So, the next exciting news which we're going to speak about is Svelte 3.49.0. It has a lot of new things to cover. For example, faster SSR support for Vitest and Storybook in Svelte Kit, and much more. So, let's dive in for a quick overview. So, jumping to the first thing, we have now new website learn.svelte.dev for learning Svelte and Svelte Kit from the ground up that is currently in development. We highly recommend to visit it and check out what's inside. As mentioned before, with the new version of Svelte, we have faster SSR, resulting in up to 3 times faster rendering in some benchmarking tests. We have also things like find file references and find component references in the latest versions of the Svelte extension, which shows where Svelte files and components have been imported and used. What is also important is that the Svelte extension now supports CSS path completion. With the new release of Svelte, the team introduced Svelte.js Kit Experimental Wide, which allows Svelte Kit to interoperate with other tools in the wide ecosystem like Vitest and Storybook. What is more, in Svelte Kit we have now support for streaming in endpoints, and static assets can now be semi-linked in development environments. Of course, there are plenty of new things regarding new version of Svelte. You can check out the full list of the new things in the official Svelte website.
The third news from our list, which we're gonna highlight, is Prisma 4.0.0, released with a variety of improvements across Prisma Migrate, Prisma Scheme, and Prisma Client, which will impact most Prisma users, especially those who used some of preview features around advanced index management, rough SQL queries, and filtering rows by properties of JSON. Besides that, there are lots of breaking bug fixes and other enhancements, and we're gonna make a quick overview of few of them. In this release, Prisma team introduced 2 new APIs to Prisma Client. The first one is Find Unique or Throw, which retrieves a single record as find unique, but throws a record not found exception when no record is found. The second one is almost the same but a little bit different. It's find first or throw, which retrieves the first record in a list and as find first but throws a record not found exception when no record is found. With Prisma version 4.0.0 we have also improved default support for embedded documents in MongoDB, which basically means that we can now set default values on embedded documents using the default attribute. Prisma will provide the specified default value on reads if a field is not defined in the database. Another thing regarding the new release of Prisma are extended indexes, which are now generally available to use. With extended indexes feature, you can configure indexes in your Prisma schema with the index attribute to define the kind of index that should be created in your database. It basically means that in Prisma schema you can now configure the things like sort order and length, hash indexes for Postgres SQL, and SQL Server index clustering. Last thing which we would like to mention is improved query row, which the same as extended indexes are now generally available. It basically introduces two major improvements when working with raw queries in Prisma. The first one is that scalar values are deserialized as their correct JavaScript types, and the Postgres SQL typecasts. For the full list of Prisma 4.0.0 updates and changes, you can reach the official Prisma website.
Links are in the description as always. And by the way, we had a Leaky and Frontend House party last Friday.
Yeah, it was great. We finally meet the whole group of people, almost the whole company, and it was really great.
Yeah, I confirm that. It was cool. Why are you laughing?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so we can move to the third news now. Another thing which we're going to make a quick overview for you is Vue 2.7 Naruto release. It includes some of the most important features backported from Vue 3 for all of those users who have to stay on Vue 2 due to dependency compatibility, browser support requirements, or simply not enough bandwidth to upgrade. So, what's in? The main backported features are Composition API, SFC script setup, and SFC CSS vbind. In addition, we have now support from the following APIs. Define component with improved type inference, use slot, use attributes, use CSS modules, set, del, next tick, provided as also as names exports in ESN builds. Vue 2.7 supports using ESN next syntax in template expressions. Moreover, we have also support for white, which is provided via a new plugin, ViJS plugin Vue 2, and DevTools support for expecting composition API state. Of course, there is a lot of new things, updates and fixes to inspect, and you, as always, can check it on official Vue website.
Last but not least, we're gonna speak about Bun, a new JavaScript runtime with a native bundler, transpiler, task runner, and npm client built in. Bun is a modern JavaScript runtime like Node or Dino, but is completely a new challenger in that field. It was built from scratch to focus on the main things like start fast, it has the edge in mind, new levels of performance, extending JavaScript core, the engine, being a great complete tool, a bundler, transpiler, package manager included, supports a lot of Node and web APIs already, and you can use npm packages with it. Bun is aimed at outside of browser use cases and is built around WebKit's JavaScript core rather than V8. The goal of Bun is to run most of the world's JavaScript outside of browsers, bringing performance and complexity enhancements to your future infrastructure, as well as a developer productivity through better, simpler tooling.
Bun is such a good name. Just bun.
Yeah, it's so simple.
Good.
It's so simple. Yeah,
so
exactly. You can read more about this new challenger in the official Bun website, and of course, I encourage you to visit our Frontend House website. So that's all news from today.
It was unexpectedly fast.
Yes, unfortunately, this month was so fast.
Vacations are always fast, so see you next time.
Yes, and enjoy your vacation.
Yeah, enjoy. I hope you have one. Crying. Okay, so see you next time. Visit our frontendhouse.com website and watch other videos. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. High five. Bye.
Bye.